Good afternoon, friends. I hope you've had a great week. It's Friday, and you know what that means. Time for some Shutdown Shoutouts. It's our opportunity to focus on all the good that is happening, even during uncertain times. So let's get started. Have you ever made a decision and you didn't know how great it was until much later? That's Lumen right now. See, at the beginning of the school year, we decided to invest in Project Lead the Way curriculum for middle school science. Specifically, we decided to use the Medical Detectives program. Through this program, students play the role of real-life medical detectives as they collect and analyze medical data to diagnose disease. They solve medical mysteries through hands-on projects, and they even investigate disease outbreaks. It's like we had a crystal ball in fall when we set this up. I can assure you, I don't have a crystal ball. Because if I did, I would have stocked up on toilet paper, spent hours watching home haircutting videos on YouTube, and I would have bought stock in Zoom. Back to Lumen. We feel pretty good about our timing on this one. Now, normally our science teachers would complete their Project Lead the Way training by interacting with students in person. For obvious reasons, that couldn't happen. But that didn't stop them from persevering. So I want to give a shout out to science teachers Melissa Dolan, Monica Silvangi, Sam Postina, and Omalara Odeku for staying with the course. Thanks to their hard work, our middle schoolers will be able to dive into fun projects that are incredibly relevant to the world that we live in. Now, this is a first for Shutdown Shoutouts. We have one person who gets 2 shoutouts in one day. I already mentioned Granville Lutheran Middle School science teacher Omalara Odeku as one of the teachers who completed Project Lead the Way training. We think she's pretty amazing, and we aren't alone. Ms. Odeku just received the 2020 Teacher of the Year Award from the Metropolitan Milwaukee Alliance of Black School Educators. The awards program recognizes teachers who have taught for at least 5 years and who have evidenced exemplary skills in instructing children and young adults, and who have continually evidenced self-motivation and seeking and engaging in professional growth activities for the purpose of improving or enhancing what they can offer to their students. And that describes Ms. Odeku to a T. We know Lumen's success is built on the talent and passion of our educators, and Ms. Odeku is the perfect example of why students and families love Lumen schools. Congratulations, Ms. Odeku. This pandemic has caused hardship for people across the country, and our Lumen Schools family is obviously not immune. Some of the families we serve have been hit particularly hard by unemployment and food insecurity. While I wouldn't wish this on anyone, these difficult circumstances have reminded us of how wonderful partners continue to support our mission. Weeks ago, Pastor Burakowski from the South Wisconsin District of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod reached out to me and asked, how can we help Lumen families? And that simple question has led to a partnership with the district and Pastor Harmon of Hope Lutheran Church. Together, we've been able to create a food pantry for the families who are in need of support at this time. Over the past few weeks, our volunteers have been able to sort, pack, and distribute 130 boxes full of groceries to Lumen families. And that's just a small part of what's happening in our community. In fact, the South Wisconsin District has partnered with 10 local LCMS churches to establish food pantries. We are beyond grateful for this partnership and the way it has enabled us to ensure children in our care receive the nourishment they so desperately need. Now that almost concludes this edition of Shutdown Shoutouts. I want to leave you with a little uplifting message, a little entertainment from Carmelo. He's one of our scholars at St. John's Lutheran in Beloit. You're up, Carmelo. See you next week.
Hi, I'm Carmelo Williams, and I go to St. John's Lutheran School. Great job, and keep doing your work, and we're all in this together.